What's up, everybody? Sal the Investor back at it again. Like and subscribe, it really helps me out. Also, just remember to do your research, contact a financial advisor, as I'm not a certified financial advisor, I'm just a broker. Huge difference. I don't care about how you make money, I just trade for you. So with that said, we'll just kind of go over what's going on in the markets. I'm a little tired today. Been a long week running my two businesses, but we're getting there. We're growing, we're building, we're making some headway. Right now it's quite busy. Weekend's busy enough, so I probably won't be posting over the weekend because I gotta be out in trucks and everything. But with that said, the CPI report came out and it's slightly lower than anticipated and slightly lower than what it was the month before, which I kind of expected. Owning a moving business, I can already see the costs going down. So I knew the market was going to have an upswing. I bought heavy late last night. If you've been following me on TikTok, I've been posting my buys when I'm buying. And so I woke up today, cashed out some profits, made about 10% earnings. So it was a pretty good day on the project portfolio we have. Doing something like that added about $2,500. So right now it's kind of sitting in the wealth front, and we'll move it to wherever we want at the moment, or we'll leave it in wealth front. That's probably what you should do if you're making $50,000 a year, leave it in wealth front. But the CPI index going down and leveling out, food's still kind of a little high and rising, but that was to be expected. I don't see these companies dropping food prices anytime soon, especially since if you're going to pay for it, they're not going to drop the prices. So don't expect those to come down anytime soon. But energy costs have went down. A lot of great things went down. So here's why I think it's going to happen. We're going to have another upswing for another 4 weeks, probably till about the middle of September. But I still think we're going to have an upswing in both the crypto and the stock market. The stock market valuations, like right now, I'm up like a few $100 on some of my picks. Some are up higher. Some I'm making back the money I've lost as I was dollar cost averaging down. In crypto, I'm at gains everywhere. So I took the $2,500 out of crypto, put it aside. It's probably going to go back into staking events. So now we have officially crossed the $10,000 mark. We're at about almost $12,000. So in 5 months, we've gotten to $12,500-ish. And we're not even done with the year. So it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen in a year, because I have a feeling we're going to have like a fake out bull run. Not really. We're going to go back down again, because we got one more like crash dip to do, but it may not happen. It may not, but I'm expecting it to happen. But right now we're having a run up. Everything's starting to slowly climb back up, just slowly. So even if you're new to the market, it's a good time to start plugging away some money, putting that extra money aside. I would pick strong dividend companies like Coca-Cola, Microsoft, IBM, any banks like Wells Fargo. Well, not Wells Fargo. I'm sorry, not Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo is not on my buy list. Bank of America, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, and yes, even BlackRock, even though they lost $1.6 trillion or $1.7 trillion of investors' money in the last 6 months. And that downward trend reflects how overall the markets have dipped and the valuations have dropped for everyone. So I'm anticipating the next crash will happen when the housing market finally kind of slows down. Now on the moving side, it's still busy. End of the month is just gangbuster. It's like I don't have enough people, enough truck. So if that's the indication here, then in busier areas, it's got to be crazy with moving. So I can only imagine what it is going international or interstate moving. Going all over the country. So that means people are still moving, people are still spending, but they are moving to the places where jobs are had. So they are moving to Texas, they are moving to Florida, they are moving to New York City, and they're moving to Seattle and San Francisco. That's where we're moving a lot of people. And with that trend, I could say people are moving out of the rural areas because work from home is ending. It was a bad idea. I know a lot of people are going to give me flack for that, but it's a bad idea. I can't even do it. I can't do it. I have to go to my office and work because I know when I'm at home, I am the least productive when I'm at home. So I'm going to do everything else but work. Anything else but what I got to do. So with work at home ending, guess what's going to actually be a good investment maybe? In another maybe year or two, WeWork. I know that sounds crazy, but I have a feeling WeWork is going to move up, and Porch Moving Group. I'm telling you right now, in my private portfolio, I'm taking an aggressive position in Porch Moving Group because one, it involves my moving company, and two, I can, getting your hands in as many areas as you can really works. But I'm going to aim in 2 years, mark today, 2 years, that I'm going to have 5% of the shares of Porch Moving Group. Why? Right now, it's hovering between $2 and $1.90. Sometimes it goes a little lower, sometimes it goes a little higher. They're not making any money right now, so people are going to ignore them. So now is the time to really buy those things up. And even in the project portfolio we have, I will be investing in there as well. Probably not at the rate because, as you know, I said you have to build up your dividend portfolio first. Things you know that can build dividends for you. So right now we got hold NPL or NPY or something like that. ORC. I'll take a picture of it later today at the end of the trading day, just so people can see this is what I'm holding. AT&T, Bank of America, as well as what was that other one? Oh my God, Ford. I gotta go to Ford. Ford's my long-term position. Even though we made $4 on the trade per share, we should still dollar cost average in. Even when we're just gonna buy like one. If you're at that point, buy a couple shares because you're in it for the dividends and the long haul. But right now, AT&T dropped to about $18, so that's a good time to get like another 10 or 12 shares if you can. Build up slowly, or up it to like 5% of your portfolio volume. I'm going to try and catch up the investment side. I'm going to try and catch up the investment side to the crypto side. So this way, crypto's eventually going to be 1/3. But right now, if you're trying to get money fast, crypto's the way to go. I mean, earning reports have been strong for companies. The market's looking up, even though there still could be a downward swing. I just don't think everyone's going to do their best to not happen during these midterm elections. So just be wary of that we're going to have upswings. Don't overbuy right now. Buy the things you're going to hold for 30 years. Don't buy the things that you only have that you're holding for like maybe a year. Now's not the time to buy those. But like Coca-Cola, I just buy it every time. I don't care what the price is. I buy it. Why? Because in 30 years, it's going to be worth more. Dividends are going to be higher. That's why we buy it. The steady acquisition of those companies. So like Microsoft, IBM, Bank of America, now Ford. Ford's kind of like, I got a 10-year plan on Ford. So I think it's going to take 10 years for them to get to where I want them to be. And then we have Goldman Sachs and BlackRock. But BlackRock's kind of like 2-3 year hold for me. But however, I have a feeling they might get sued out of existence because they do a lot. It's like they're shady but not shady kind of deals. I've done dealings with them, with selling my financial businesses off to them, or selling securities to them. It's not the best, but they do make a lot of money and they win a lot of times. So you always want to invest in the winners, never the losers. You know how that goes. They also pay a very good dividend. With that said, this is kind of a quick market update, but the CPI came in lower. I don't think people are going to be spending as much. However, I do think that home buying is going to stay steady till the end of the year. I also think people are going to be moving more for jobs, which means they're going to be spending more. You have the whole Roe v. Wade thing going on, and that's going to affect your portfolio. And you might want to get some hospice or hospitality in there, as companies are paying for accommodations and things like that. So the money is being spent for it. That's my thing. The way you make money off investing is if everyone else is spending money on the things you're investing in. That's how we make money. With that said, guys, stay sharp, do your research, like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. I'll have everything for you in the description below. Also, always find a financial advisor. Make sure you're fully knowledgeable and never invest more than you can. With that said, I'll see you next time, guys.